Back one of this morning's morning sprint, where we're talking about person, purpose, passion, and meaning. And today we're going to talk about 3 ways that you can choose different inputs to improve your output. When I say output, I mean your capacity. Like, what if there was a way to get more out of our brain? What if there was a way to give more? What if there was a way to get more energy and give more out? Again, what if there was a way to increase your capacity? Well, there is. Just like a car might be, say you got a Ferrari on a certain fuel, a certain input, may only be able to go 100 miles an hour based off that fuel. But then you put another fuel in there, some like nitrogen or whatever it is, some NOS, whatever. And that thing can now go 150 miles an hour. The car didn't change, but the input from the outside changed. So what are 3 inputs that we can change today to increase our outputs? Number 1 would be what we're listening to, what we're consuming, what our brain is consuming. So when you work out or when you're driving the kids to practice, are you listening to a podcast? Are you listening to something growth oriented? Are you listening to something that is a positive input that you would share with others and people be like, wow, that's wise. Wow, that makes good sense. Or are we listening to, like the rap music? Nothing wrong with rap music, I listen to it. But again, we're talking about inputs that we can implement right here, right now, that will increase our value to the marketplace, increase our outputs. Number 2, so the first is, what are we listening to? Number 2, what are we reading? What are we consuming with our eyes? So we consume with our ears. What are we consuming with our eyes? Are we reading the morning paper? Are we reading the magazines? Are we reading, Facebook posts all day long? Or are we reading something that is valuable, that would be valuable if we shared it to others? Okay, so nobody cares about someone else's Facebook post, but everybody cares about the Tony Robbins book that you're reading, or if you're reading the Bible and you're sharing that, or whatever it might be that's growth oriented. So number 1, consuming with your ears. Number 2, consuming with your eyes. Number 3 would be, what are you surrounding yourself by, or who? So who is the energy? Who are the people that you are surrounding yourself? Do they leave you enlightened? Do they leave you like, whoa, man, that guy, that gal, she knows what she's talking about. That is crazy. And then that you want to be a higher person of value to them. Or are they just leaving you kind of, man, they're having another bad day, bad week, bad month, or they just maybe leeching. Oh man, I feel exhausted after talking to that person. So who are you consuming with your energy by choosing to hang around? So it's all about consuming with your ears, consuming with your eyes, and your total person. So remember, your inputs determine your output.